Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. It's a mixture of flying and aviation history. I hope you'll like it. In this video we'll look at the amazing story of Gordon Hobin from Canada, who became a mounted policeman, a bomber pilot and then lost his life in a Spitfire in Yorkshire, UK. This is his story. Gordon Hobin was born in Toronto in March 1913 and he grew up part of his childhood in New York, but his parents must have moved back to Canada because in March of 1935, at the age of 22, he joined the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Now this is a job he must have liked because he did it for 5 years, and in 1940 he enlisted in the Royal Canadian Air Force. He went through his pilot training and he was awarded his wings on the 21st of February 1941. 2 weeks later, on the 8th of March, he got married, and 2 weeks after this he got shipped over to the UK. Now initially he was flying Whitley bombers and he did some operations over Europe, but later on in the year he was transferred to a heavy conversion unit where he received training to fly the Halifax bomber. Now what happened next is really unusual. The Police Association of Ontario had raised enough money through donations in Canada and United States to buy a Spitfire. Now this was a common occurrence in the Second World War, and this Spitfire was presented to the war effort with the instruction that it should be flown by a former Royal Canadian Mounted Policeman. Now Gordon was a member of Bomber Command, not Fighter Command, but he was asked if he'd transfer and he accepted. Now he had to move from his squadron that he was with as a bomber to a different squadron, and on the day of his death it seems like he took the opportunity to fly over his previous colleagues in the other squadron, and at the time of his death he was carrying out possibly a slow barrel roll, which he wasn't competent to do, and he hit the ground and died. I'm going to read you a comment that the air crash investigation officer made at the time. "I think that it is a great pity that a promising bomber pilot and an excellent officer should have been taken away from the job on which he was trained, very keen and efficient, and put into a job which he was not suited for in order to satisfy the donors of the Spitfire. The donors would not have known if the aircraft was flown by a Canadian policeman or not, and it is not possible to reserve any aircraft for any pilot in a fighter squadron."
Radio, babe.
I'm not lined up yet. Russell traffic, final runway 02. Okay. Lovely. And Charlie get over them trees.
Lead it off, that's it.
Power up till I get over them trees. Another one successful.
Yep.
Yeah. Brake. Brake.
Yep, brake.